Alright, so the question is how to stand. Okay, so what we do is, for example, face this way and make sure your feet are underneath your shoulders. Okay, a little bit of bend. And I turn them 45 degrees. Okay, and they're both in the same line. You know, both in the same line, lined up like this at 45 degrees. And Filipino martial arts love triangles and geometry and stuff like that, so we'll keep going back to all these different angles. So this is 45 degrees. And we're standing behind the weapon. So if you want to cut any piece of me, you're gonna have to go through the weapon. And then on top of that, we have this X. So this covering from the top of my head all the way down to my knees, and all the way up from my knees up to the top of my head. So we're standing behind the weapon, okay, and we're standing like this. Now, what happens though is we get close to the person. If I get behind the person, I might be standing in horse stance, right? Because now, I'm behind him, okay. And then when we get close to somebody, then we might be like this. The stance could be like this. And the stance could be either one of these if I'm close to somebody, because this is better for that angle. Now when I go to do the two, if I do this, see my body's all twisted. To untwist my body, that works. So when we get close, we may be standing straight on, but we're doing this.
I see.
Okay. And then you know, and then you know, the transitions between moving is usually, we're usually bringing our feet together. You could actually like say our heels are rubbing up against each other. So you know, we step out, we step in, we step back. So actually all the footwork is pretty much we're either like this, or we're in the middle of this, but we don't hold this position. This is just for a second, and then we bring our feet together. So at long range, we're like this. Short range, we could be like this, or if we're behind him, then we could be like that. But yeah, definitely, it's a right-handed system. So people that are left-handed, they fight like this with the right hand. So your left hand, your right hand, we don't care. It's a right-handed system. So you know, so like this behind the blade, you know, and then you know we step in, we step out, step in. But actually, this really isn't a stance, because you know what this is? This is basically coming here. We're just not going all the way. So it's just basically like we're coming there where we don't go all the way. So yeah, you gotta be like this. If you stand like this, the problem is your weapon offers you absolutely no protection here. When we go to more weapons, anytime we're back here, if we end up there, then well, actually you can end up there. I mean, this is still kind of behind me, so that's the point. We throw another weapon out, so that we have some kind of weapon in front of our bodies the whole time. So even though I'm in this stance, this weapon is kind of behind me right now. It's not in front of me, giving me the protection. So I throw another one out. So then, you know.